how's that? That's pretty bright. I kind of like it, though. It's a little too bright. Let me adjust. I have a knob. I have a knob. I don't think that's helping. Did that do it? That's just making it worse. Wait. Ah, there. Ah, a little cooler. Hey! Hey, here we go. What was that? Okay, so... it's like, oh great, we have a power surge and the lights go. Hi, it's Allison. I'm in the kitchen, and yes, it's time for... Who's going to do the cooking? Yes! We're going to do the cooking, because we can't. So, wait, I'm showing you this apron. You're going to back the camera up. I had it set so beautifully. Is this cute? Is this cute? So, Emery's been, like, making these, go try this. Have you seen this apron? He's making these aprons. Yes, we're gonna have them on the store. If you like the aprons, we're gonna have them. So, it's like, where's Percival? We can do shortcuts to cooking. So look at this. It says, who's going to do the cooking? It's so cute. You're going to say, who's going to do the cooking? Oh, look, there, you can read it backwards. If I hold it there, you can see, you can read it. Who's going to do the cooking? But on a beautiful, beautiful, lovely baby blue and white. So it's so genius. It's fashion, it's kitchen, it's food. I love it. So, what am I doing? My Coca-Cola. So I've been talking about spaghetti sauce. I made this actually just like last week for dinner and went, whew, that's good. I got to make that, on camera. So I'm putting things, setting things aside. So what do you need? Like I said, this is simple. What do you do? Making homemade spaghetti sauce, people normally, you got to like boil whole tomatoes for days. Making your sauce from scratch. It's lovely. I've done it. It's a lot of work. But when I've done it, I've put tomatoes in the oven, buy the overripe tomatoes and put them in the oven. Put them in a dish in the oven with some garlic cloves and just on a low temperature for hours and hours until they fall apart and cook that up in a pot. But who's going to do that? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you this. Basically, this is called leftovers and tomato sauce, but it's delicious. So what the trick is go out and buy the simplest, cheapest jar of sauce you can find. In this case, this is a lovely Kirkland, it's from Costco organic marinara sauce. It's fabulous. It's very cheap, but it is, and it's actually rather low in calories. I'm looking at this. Yes, it's all organic tomatoes. And is there added sugar? God, there hardly is. There is tomatoes, salt, onions, olive oil, basil, garlic, sea salt. Whoa, there's no added sugar. Nom, 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 nom. Yes, it's good for you. So, lovely. So what you want is the simple ragu. Good old ragu. Plain store brand, $1.99 regular sauce. You could use the canned tomato sauce. That's a little thin. So what you want is you just want straight up plain sauce. Now, if you make pasta and you just dump this on it, heat it up, it's okay. But I can show you how to make this. People will think you've been cooking all day. Genius. Okay. And it's a great way to use up leftovers. It's all about leftovers. So, what you need? You need a big old pan. I got a big old pan for this today. I did make pasta. Did I make pasta already? Yes. Right before I came on, I made this. I made some pasta. I figure you can boil water and dump the thing, right? Okay. Don't boil it too long. That's the trick. Don't boil it too long. So you get yourself a big old pan, and you get yourself some olive oil. Who's that lady? What's it, Rachel? She calls it EVOO. That's it's just extra virgin olive oil. And you don't have to say extra virgin olive oil every time. You can just say it's olive oil. So you don't really need to say EVOO. It's just olive oil. It's perfectly normal. But everybody's got a gimmick. Finishing off this bottle. So her thing is saying EVOO. I did, sure. Why not? Hey, if it gets more people to use olive oil, then hoorah! Because olive oil is awesome and we should all use it. It's apparently, it is good for you. I am told. It's all that polyunsaturated business. Yeah, polyunsaturated fats. It's good for you. So what am I doing? I'm warming this up a little. High heat. Now, meat-wise, what do you like? When I actually made this last week, I had some leftover taco meat. It was ground turkey, spices, leftover taco filling. I had a piece of leftover chicken. I have made this with leftover, like anything. What do you got if you have like leftover meat from dinner yesterday, 2 days ago, whatever? Someone's saying, okay, Jennifer says, not really into cooking, but Friday's a slow work day for me. I'm checking this out. And that is why I've moved this to Friday, because I was doing it on Mondays. It was crazy. So I'm doing it on Fridays now, because it's a little easier. So today I have some ground, it's raw, so it's ground turkey. This is, I gave up eating the red meat some years ago. It was just a thing. I was hanging out with vegetarians. I stopped eating it, and then I kind of felt better, and I just, a little lighter. I do turkey, chicken. I eat a lot of fish. So this is ground turkey, and this has been sitting in the freezer for, I don't know how long, so I got this out and thought it last night. It's lovely. So, this is just turkey meat. But if you had leftover cooked turkey, it's whatever. You could chop up a pork chop or a piece of chicken that's left over. So what you do, you get your oil. Hotsy-totsy. Is it hot? Is it hot? Is it hot? It's hot enough. Okay, good enough. And you dump that in. How hard that was. Woo! Throw that away. Woo! Now, I'm going to take a thing here. Kind of get it in the oil. Choppy. Now, one trick that I have been doing for simply ages that seems to work. This is not a super no stick, so. How pink is this gloss? Oh my god. I put this on, and now I'm like, it's so pink. It's like, Okay, one of the tricks I do, because I tend to use ground turkey, chicken, I'll even use like vegan stuff, like vegetarian fake hamburger, you can buy vegetarian ground meat stuff, that's great. No one will know. So you take this, one of the tricks I've been doing for years, if I'm using ground turkey, like especially in like a meatball or a taco, where somebody really wants like beef, yeah, a lot of people go, no, I like the ground turkey better. If you want the beefy, hearty taste, yeah, this is a wooden spoon from a kid. I think I'm supposed to use this to, like, whip things. I don't know. I'm 15. This, I keep saying Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, or Worcestershire sauce, or Worcester sauce. As it says, unwrap the flavor. Good old Lee and Parents, because Lee and Parents is easier to say. It's fantastic. It's good for you. It's like 5 calories for like a whole teaspoon. A sprinkle of this in like everything makes everything taste better. And if you're doing something with turkey, you're making burgers or meatballs, and say the people who are coming to dinner like their beef, you put this on ground turkey, and I'm telling you, it makes it darker. Okay, I kind of, notice I put quite a lot. I love this stuff. I can live off this stuff. It gives it that darker, richer, like fake beefy taste. I put it in everything. So that's like, what's your secret ingredient? That's my secret ingredient. It's so good. Eventually I'll teach you about kitchen bouquet. You'll love that. So this is awesome. I'm gonna high, we can go high. Because we're gonna cook it, like pretend it's beef, and we're gonna brown it. Now, when I've done this, I have indeed done this with just literally already cooked leftovers. When I was a girl, we didn't have a lot of money. Jess Peterson, who I will tell you about, and I have recipes from him in my cookbook. He could make anything out of anything, that guy. And he had a thing he would do with the tomato sauce and eggplant and stuff. But it was a way of disguising leftovers. Whatever was left in the fridge, he'd chop it up real small so you didn't even know what it was anymore, and put it in the sauce. And we'd go, this is great, what is it? Last week's pork chop, last night's chicken, today's hamburger. I just threw it's all in there. And they're like, ew. But it was, you couldn't tell. So this is kind of one of those recipes. You have leftovers you want to get rid of. Also, this is a way, veggies. If you have someone in your household, a lot of people have this thing with the kids who won't eat the vegetables. I know when I was a kid, I was just told, eat them. But now, if they really won't, you're really trying to get them to eat the veggies, and you're sticking them in things, this is one of those recipes. You can put anything in this sauce. They will never know. So, right now, okay, it's starting to get brown. It's starting to look like brown meat, as it should. I'm even turning it down slightly. Perfect. So, I'm going to add, again, I have leftovers. I have some leftover onions from when we had tacos. That's enough. It's very basic. Bob likes scallions a lot, and I got a couple of scallions here, and they're getting a little tired. Like they might go off. So I'm gonna. I love this knife. Can you see all this? I'll give you a little tilt-a-whirl here. Tilty, tilty, tilty. So you can see. Da-da-da-ba. Very careful with the super duper extra sharp knife. But there you go. Scallions. Oh, great. We'll throw those in. That's great. Then, yum, yum, yum. Now, this is the fun part. Carrot! Yes! Tiny pieces. Itty bitty little bit. This is super careful. Don't cut yourself. There. I lengthwise. Only use a super sharp knife that you can actually do that with without hurting yourself. Tra la 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 la. All right. Oh yeah, this is good. Hey, move that over. Thanks. There. I think I'm going to do the second carrot because I like carrots. I like carrots a lot. I do. Okay. Don't kill yourself. Thank you. All right. Cutty. Choppy. Turn that down a little. Oh, that's looking delicious. Chop. Chop. Tiny pieces. Tiny bubbles. La la la. So what you do is you cut up a carrot into itty bitty pieces. Tiny pieces. Tiny, small. Tiny little pieces. Because what you want is to have the chunkiness and the flavor, but not even know it's a carrot. This is also a trick. Now, I've put turkey meat in here. You can make this totally vegetarian. If you chop up enough carrots and celery and little things. I got some celery. We're going to do some celery here. We're going to celery. Burp. Again, I'm doing the little tiny cut lengthwise just so that the pieces will be super tiny. And celery. You can see that there? Good. Tiny. Smaller than when we made tuna salad. Small. Celery. Celery is delicious, by the way. Also, celery is really good for you. It's basically all fiber and water. Goes right through. There was an article where this guy tried to claim that eating celery, because it burned some calories to eat the celery, the chewing and the digesting, that because celery is so low in calories that the amount of energy that your body needed to chew it and digest it was more than the actual calories in the stalk of celery, so that it was negative calories, that if you ate celery, that's scientifically and mathematically impossible. It does not actually work that way. But it is super good for you, and it is extraordinarily low in calories, and has all sorts of vitamins and fiber, and it's great for you. But it's not negative calories. You won't actually eat a stalk of celery and be minus 10 calories. That's crazy, actually. But you never know. It's good for you. It's not that good for you, because, come on, that's crazy. So there, look, I've got a bunch of little tiny pieces of carrots and pieces of celery, and I'm dumping it in the saucy thing. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If you want to hide a vegetable for someone who is like, nah, I don't want any broccoli, I don't want anything, this would be the day. You could put broccoli, you could put spinach, you could put, I'm just putting this up here, you could put turnips and, that's not too hot, you could put turnips and, look at that, there it is, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. You could put turnips, rutabagas, I don't care. You could put anything in this. And the trick is you just, chop it up small. We like it small. I'm putting this away over here. Out of my way! Hey, there's some oil left in this bottle. Waste not, want not. Don't like to waste things. Terrible. Like the Prairie. You can't waste stuff. I'm going to have a fresh bottle. A little more with that. That'll be it. Tra-la-la-la. Yum. Okay. This already looks kind of good, I'm like digging it. You know what I'm going to do? Just to prove my point, I'm getting out the spinach. Don't tell Roswell. Spinach. Roswell. Okay. Spinach. Look, it's spinach. Seriously? Yes. Yes. I'm going to spit my spinach. Bring back that cutting board and that knife. I'm going to do it. Spinach. Move my onions. Go away, onions. Spinach. Perfectly good, lovely green spinach. I'm going to make it tiny pieces. Tiny pieces! Tiny pieces! Oh, I have zucchini. I think I have zucchini in the house. Oh, I do have zucchini. I've been growing my own zucchini. I have a whole thing of zucchini out in the garden. Spinach! Oh, look at that. Spinach. We just threw spinach in there. Where's the zucchini? There is one left. Yes. So I grew the zucchini, and I had a couple of big ones. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? Look how beautiful it is, though. Look, it's beautiful. It's a perfect zucchini. I had some big ones that I had, that I ate. I made last night. I cooked zucchini, tomatoes, cut up zucchini, cooked it in a pan, added hunks of leftover roast chicken. I remember talking about that rotisserie chicken, leftover chicken, and a little bit of tomato sauce. Served it with rice. It's freaking delicious. So we're going to hair a little lengthwise. And, this one's easy to cut up, so we'll go crossy-wise. Here, we've actually cut it in like this. And we're going to go... Lovely. Zucchini. There you go. Now that looks... Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, I need another spoon. I got to, mix this here. There we go. Mixy. Yeah, look at that. Now I got to be careful. It's starting to stick to the pan. There we go. It's a little hot. Whoa, look at that. Super delicious. Nom, nom, nom. Okay. Looking pretty darn good. Got the color. Oh. Okay. Checking this out. So, like I said, you can put anything in there. If you have, like I said, broccoli's delicious in it. Anything at all, if you don't like I said, if you have vegetables and your kids say, I don't want to eat the vegetables, or even you may have a husband who goes, well, I'll eat a little vegetable, I don't like all that stuff. Take all that stuff and you put it in here. And so already, I think this is delicious. Now, I like vegetables and I like turkey. I would eat this as is. I would. This is fabulous. Look at her. I'm bringing in a little close-up. Can we do close-up? Yeah, a little close-up. Okay, look at that. I would eat this. I would throw this on top of some rice or something. I would eat this by itself with a spoon. This is freaking delicious. But we are going to get fancy here. So, this is where the fabulous sauce comes in. But this is what's also great, because making tomato sauce, marinara sauce from scratch takes a really long time. But requires some effort. Buying sauce often results in a thin, boring, tasteless sauce. So it can even be a thin, boring taste. Although I have to say, this stuff, this Costco organic, it's really pretty good. So we're going to pop that open. Okay, let's watch Alison try to open a jar. Oh, I did it. I'm so tough. Okay, that's pretty good. They've put in some spices. Now, things you want to put in here, spicy-wise. This has garlic in it and is decent, but I have ground garlic. You can, of course, chop fresh garlic in, whatever y'all got. Things we like. Now, you know me, the Trader Joe's 21 seasonings, because it's several kinds of pepper and things. It's very good. Just a little. It's actually quite hot, so we don't have too much of that. Basil. I have some growing out there. I'm not going to pick it right now. You want basil, a typically Italian thing. You want oregano. Remember I said everything tastes like pizza. You put enough oregano on it, it becomes pizza. We love that. Or, super simple, Italian seasoning. You just get, I want the Italian seasoning. Buy the Italian seasoning. Go. Italian seasoning. Hey! There you go. Boom. A little mixy. Oh, wow. That is starting to smell Really good. Okay, I'm going to get a clean spoon, and I'm going to taste some, because we have to try. See, this is like, yeah, we need smell-o-vision on this call here. So I'm going to try to buy. Okay, I would eat this right now, just in a bowl. It was like delicious. Okay, nom nom nom. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now you take ordinary sauce. Now, as you see, as I pour, it's not. This is not expensive. It's not not expensive. This is not expensive sauce. This is not expensive gourmet sauce. This is from Costco, and you can go to your grocery store, your Walmart, whatever. Get the cheapest sauce that they got. And, you know, this recipe came out of not having any money. This is the old days recipe. This is where you took the cheapest sauce you could get and leftovers and went, ah! And now, mixing that. Oh, I turned it back up a little more. There we go. All this stuff here. Nom, nom, nom. Ooh, look at that, like a ragu I've made. It's like ratatouille or something with meat in it. Look at that. Okay, right now that's kind of thick, isn't it? Well, that's more. Mm-hmm. And what you do is, like I said, you just add it as you go. You add it as you go till the desired thickness, as it were. Now, like that is so thick, it's like all chunky. It's like all meat and veg, which is great. Nom nom nom. Yeah, look at that. But I can still see the vegetables. So we're gonna just there you go. There you go. We'll just add the rest of the sauce. And now it's like I can't even see the vegetables or anything. What's in here? I have no idea. La la la. This is so thick you could almost add a little water to thin it out. There's so much. But we made a lot of it. Yes, Bob's getting this for dinner. We'll be eating this for days. But that's fine. We have plenty of rice and pasta and things to put this on. And you can, make stuff. This is great. Pour it over chicken. You could pour it over breast of chicken and bake that. You could use it. You can make a vat of this and stick it in the fridge. It freezes. Yes, you can put this in like a Tupperware container and put it in the freeze it for days, weeks later. Or you can put it in the fridge. You can dump it over meat, chicken, a dish, and make sort of, like a Parmigiana cacciatore. Put some cheese on. Freaking delicious. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to let that simmer a bit, as if it were, real sauce. I want to, use the rest of this with a little lava. Now, like I said, back in the olden days, when we couldn't skim, we're like, heaven forbid we should waste the last drop of sauce in there. So, oh, look at that. Looks really good. La la la, stir, stir, stir. Now, what also happens is, your store-bought, regular, kind of plain sauce, all those flavors of the zucchini, the spinach, the meat, the carrots, the celery, now go into this very, very basic sauce. And they blend, so you don't really know. You go like, am I tasting spinach? What am I even tasting? It's all just in there and just tastes good, and people don't even know what the heck they're eating. So we're going to put that, I'm going to lower it a little. Yes, I do have a giant lid for this giant pan. I'm going to leave a little gap, a little steam out. Tra-la-la. Put some of these back in my giant spice rack. Okay. Bob was giant enough to put together for me. There, that goes there. Wait, this goes here. I don't remember. That goes there. I can put this away in a big cupboard full of many oils. I have so many spices and oils and things. It's delicious. Cool. Now, what of our dear pasta, our dear beloved pasta that we have here? We have this thing of pasta. I did make this earlier, so of course, at this point, it's like pretty much all stuck together. Is it all stuck together? It's totally stuck together. Not a problem. Here's what you do. Old pasta you have stuck together. Get a little hot water from my fabulous sink. I love my sink. And that's what I'm going to do. Let that run until it gets a little warm. And then I will simply rinse this in very, very, very hot water. Oh, chicken cacciatore. I adore chicken cacciatore. And I make that, and basically you fry up some chicken, and then you cover it in a really, really rich sauce with some mushrooms, and then you bake it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I love all that stuff. Now, does anyone know Bonnie, Miss Bonnie? Hi, Bonnie. Bonnie, has not said anything other than I love you and call me. I don't know, Bonnie. So see if anyone knows Bonnie and can chat her up and find out what she's about. She's very enthusiastic. We like that. And I guess it's good to tell people you love them. I love all of you. But there you are. So I don't know what's up with Bonnie. But you know, times are hard. Times are hard. People have had a rough time of it. Pandemic and all. And, you know, so she's coming on Facebook and randomly telling complete strangers she loves them. Hey, there's worse things you could do. You know? So what the heck? So keep an eye on Bonnie for me. What you think? So, oh, that's hot. That's hot. So I'm going to, like, dump this in the thing. There you go. And you'll see here that it's all clotted and weird. But there you go. We use hot water, hot water, hot water. And abra-freaking-cadabra. Oh, look, it's pasta. And now it's like it's not clotted anymore. It's lovely. There you go. Pull that back. There. Tra-la-la-la. Unclot my pasta. Also reheating it nicely, too. Making it nice and warm. And look at that. There we go. Make that hot. Yeah, I'm just going to let it do that for a bit. That'll be fun. So now I've got blazing hot water going over my pasta, which will make it all lovely instead of, oh, yikes! That is thick. It's thickened up. It has boiled. I gotta be careful. That wasn't even on high. This thing is like sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Don't want to burn nothing. I think it's cooked enough. Now, like all spaghetti sauce, the longer spaghetti sauce cooks, the better. Even when you're making it from a jar and adding stuff, absolutely. If you have time and you can make this ahead of time and let it simmer for an hour or make it the day before and let it like sit, great. It's going to taste even better. But this will be fun. This will be totally delicious. I guarantee you the leftovers of this tomorrow will taste even better because it does its thing. It does its thing. Now I am going to taste it here. Like I said, fresh spoon. Here, my clean spoon. I'm going to wipe spoon. I'm the only one here, so I'm serving this to you. Here. Oh, that smells right. Oh, yeah. Yum, num, num. Chunks of things. Oh. That is so good. Now, I think the carrots are still a little chewy, but I like that. So I'm probably going to eat this. So here's what we're going to do. Well, my pasta's been reheated. I'm going to grab a bowl. New bowls. We have lovely new bowls here. I'm so excited about that. Pretty! It's a beautiful, pretty bowl. Oh, pretty. And we're going to put some pasta in it. Big spoon. Spoon. I'm going to go over here. Pasta, and pasta. Yeah. Pasta. And it's nice and hot. It's not sticking together. It's nice and hot and damp. And I'm going to turn this off now. Take this blazing hot thing. It's hot. I like it hot. Do we need cheese? We need cheese on this, don't we? Okay, so we're going to take this here. Bloop. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, this is a whole meal unto itself. We're going to get some Parmesan. We have Parmesan. We'll take a little bit. Yeah. And then the fork. Oh my God. Look at this. Okay. Get a hunk of pasta, a couple hunks of pasta, 2 pieces of pasta. Dip it, gets thoroughly coated in this. Oh, good Lord, look at this. Some meat. Okay, this is amazing. This tastes like something you'd get in a restaurant. This is like, Very hot. Be very careful. And it is super delicious. And there's now I'm finding the chunks of carrots, but that's okay because I like carrots. But if you cook it, you chop it up real small, and you cook it long enough. I don't know wait. So that way, you can make a vegetarian sauce where you've chopped stuff up so fine people think it's meat. I made it once where I chopped up vegetables really fine, and people were like, "This is great." They thought it was beef. They didn't know it was chunky. It was sauce. It was delicious, and it's really really good. And if you add the spices, you can make it a little hot. You want little peppers, yellow peppers, lots of basil, lots of oregano. This is Someone just Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Bon appetito, Nellie! What's that? Bon appetito. It is good. It's like, oh yeah, you can put sausage, you can put anything at all in. But all we did for the sauce, we opened a jar. And look, what did this not take a half an hour? It's minutes. You take whatever is left, go in the vegetable bin, go, yeah, that's not going to last long. Take whatever's you got to throw away soon. Chop it up real fine, whatever leftover meat, cook it up in some olive oil, dump in your sauce, let it simmer as long as you can, and then dump it on your pasta, and don't tell anyone what's in it. It's freaking amazing, and the longer it sits, the better it gets, and it freeze. You can freeze and make more and freeze it and do whatever. It is fantastic. So there you go. That is how to make super easy spaghetti sauce and use up the leftovers in your refrigerator. Yes! Alrighty. I'll be back in like an hour because I'm going to be reading you guys. And this is what we're doing with, so as I always say, who's going to do the cooking? And you know it could be you because it's actually